Good morning and welcome to the Funnyfarm Pod guest episode. As you can see, I've got Caitlin Jones with me.
Hello.
We're not sure where Caitlin is. She might come in midway through. We don't know, but if not, you've just got our two ugly mugs to talk to. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm looking forward to a guest pod today because I'll be totally honest with you, Chris. I'm fucking sick to death of talking to you.
Oh, fuck off then.
No, really. Honestly, I do like our guest episodes. Our guest
pods. Yeah, I do as well.
I do.
You're a bit intimidating, you are, mate. You know, stop bullying me.
Funny conversation. No. So yeah, we haven't got a guest today. She might come on halfway through. We never know. But I was looking forward to interviewing Kate today as well. Caitlin. But you know, we'll have to get it on another time. We're just absolutely mad busy at the moment, and I think the problem is because we book people so many weeks in advance as well. People forget. I did send a reminder early on the week, so you've got no excuse, Caitlin. You should be here.
But it's okay. It's one of them, isn't it, mate? Life gets in the way of everything, doesn't it?
It does. We don't know what she's up to, so you know. Hopefully everything's all right with her, everything's fine with her. But we'll get her on in the future. But you know, she might pick up the Instagram or Facebook messages we sent out to her, or she just has an email really. But anyway, and come on, but she's not here. So, what should we talk about today?
Well, I think we've got to mention the England game, haven't we? Because we've not spoken since then. It was.
Yes. And you know what? It was good to see. It was a great game. It was good to see them going for it.
Yeah.
You know, I was so happy about that.
The first half was ropey, mate. I thought, what are we? I tell you what, and I changed my mind as the game went on. But I didn't like the amount it was going back to Pickford, and they were playing it round the back 3 or 4 players. We looked like at the beginning of the game we looked vulnerable doing that, I thought. Yeah. But then as the game went on, they were kind of using Pickford to play further up the field, weren't they? So it was good tactic. And I thought Croatia played all right as well. They did all right, didn't they? So we beat a good team. Modric never, he was marked out of the game. He never got any influence whatsoever. And I think he'd have been.
He went off quite early as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think there was a bad player. Someone turned around to me. I went for a sauna yesterday, and so I was chatting to a guy, and he said that he thought Pickford was a bit ropey, and I thought Pickford did a great job. I thought he was really good. But
I was just so happy that he went out and played football and not.
Yeah, we talked about this before, didn't we? And it was no matter if we'd have lost that game, you'd have watched a good game of football. Do you know what I mean? So it would have been a good game of football, and then we lost. But because we won, obviously it's fabulous on all fronts. I mean, Saka's got an Achilles injury. That's why he didn't start. Manaweki started, didn't he? But when he came on, mate, he just split the defence in half, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was good. Rashford was awesome.
Bellingham.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm going to say Anderson was class. Just an all-round great performance, wasn't it?
No, it was good. It was exciting football, and it was good to see. It was.
You know what I like to see about this World Cup is the fans have got beers in the stands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what it should be. That's how it should be. But because we're English and the hooligan, I mean, it was in the 80s, wasn't it? The hooliganism and stuff. But that obviously ruined.
The Scots have drunk Boston Dry, haven't they?
They can drink, can't they, boy, mate? Bloody hell.
Yeah.
An old mate of mine, Colin, he lives out there. Colin Cummins is a lovely lad. I think he watches the pod as well. He moved out to America ages ago. I miss him dead bad. He's a really good lad. We used to do karaoke together and get pissed, but boy, could that lad drink. Do you know what I mean? He's only a skinny little. He wasn't very tall either. He's just. But fuck me, he could drink. Never met a Scotsman that can't, I don't think.
Yeah, they drank them dry. But no, it's all mad, isn't it? With everything going, the visas, the sort of like hydration breaks.
Yeah.
It's the ticket prices.
Yeah.
It's just been crazy. It's been an odd World Cup. I don't think it's going to go down as one of the best World Cups, is it?
No. No. I'll tell you one thing that is good that I've noticed. VAR checks are very quick.
Yeah. They have been quick.
But the Premier League, it's mental. Like, how long?
You can't celebrate a goal, can you, in the Premier League?
No, they do it twice, don't they? They do the initial one, and then the VAR check's finished. But yeah, they've been swift and quick in America. I did think, right, and this is not. I'm not like being misogynistic in any way, shape, or form. I thought it was fucking hilarious. I don't know who she was. I think she was a female footballer stroke manager who had the chalkboard, right? And you've got all the knuckle draggers online going, oh, get back in the kitchen and all that kind of stuff. But the bit that I found funny, right, was you've gone from the studio where they've got the screen and they've got this is where he's looking, and there's the player he wants to pat, and all this, that, and then she's there with a fucking old-fashioned chalkboard.
Did you see the set that they put her in? She looked like she was in a fucking kitchen as well.
I know. Fucking hell.
That was really terrible production. That was awful. And somebody put on Facebook, does she look like, you remember that old test card? With that girl with the chalk, did playing Norton Crosses with that. Yeah, somebody put the pictures next to each other going, I've also seen her before.
With the doll.
Yeah.
That's like what used to happen when the telly finished, wasn't it?
Yeah. The test card.
That is mad, isn't it? Yeah, but I thought I found it funny, and I was like I say, that could have been a bloke or a woman for me. It didn't matter who it was. It's like, we're in 2026. We've got AI. We've got fucking all this data-enhanced technology that these people can use. I mean, you've seen it, haven't you, on Match of the Day, where they're like drawing lines on the screen, and they're like, no, Duck, we're not going to do that with you. We're not going to trust you with a mouse and a keyboard. We're going to give you a fucking old-fashioned chalkboard. Knock yourself out, lass. I think the aim of it must have been like a misogynistic aim. I don't know. I can't see why they've done it otherwise.
It was bizarre. Was that on the BBC? Was that on BBC, was it? It was like...
No, it was ITV, wasn't it? Yeah, it was on the England game.
Yeah. That was really, really bad. Somebody needs sacking for that. They really do. That was awful.
It was mad. Absolutely mad.
It's been a crazy couple of days. We've had the World Cup opener, the World Cup. Watching them, getting a few more games in, getting a little bit more excited about it. Scotland tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
11 o'clock tonight. I think the most exciting thing about the football at the moment, so I'm with EDF, and they give you, when either Scotland or England are playing, they give you free electric. So the dry will be going on at 11 o'clock tonight.
Know it, Lord.
Been saving up all the washing since fucking Wednesday.
He's got his car washer doing car. Fucking mowing.
I'll be out at 11 o'clock tonight, fucking mowing.
Say again.
I'll be out at 11 o'clock tonight, mowing. Fucking charging all the fucking neighbours to charge the car up for 2 hours at ours. Yeah, come on, bring all your kids. Get on every device. No, yeah. What are you doing in bed? You can't be asleep now. We got free electric. Wake up.
Brilliant stuff. Brilliant.
So we've got the World Cup. It's always good, isn't it? And then it's just like Andy Burnham won that by-election. I was reading yesterday and they were saying like it's like 50-50 and but he never just won it. He absolutely fucking trounced it, didn't he? He was like
Thanked it, mate. Yeah, I think he got more than reform and restore together, didn't he?
yeah.
So he's proper battered them. But I was talking to a guy in the pub last night, and he was saying, "No, it's going to go the way of reform." He's got no chance.
I think that just shows the people are not. They're not fed up with the. I mean, I'm just saying this. I don't know. I'm not a fucking political expert, but what I get from that is, people are not fed up with the Labour Party. They're just fed up. Sorry, not fed up of Labour as such. They're just fed up with the Labour Party as it is at the moment.
It's Starmer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Starmer. Yeah. I tell you what, he will have woken up this morning, and it will be the first time in his political career he didn't want Labour to win that seat. Yeah. Because Burnham's, I mean, Jane said this morning, she reads all the fucking ADHD, and she said she gets down like a rabbit hole and reads all about it. But apparently, like, Starmer's prepared to like give him a high level cabinet position and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. He announced that last week, didn't he? Or early on the week, he said, I'll give you like, but he's just covering his ass. He knows he's gone now, doesn't he? Let's face it. Yeah. Apparently, Wes Streeton said he's going to start calling for a leadership battle next week, a leadership change next week, and start looking for signatures to get Starmer ousted next week.
It will happen. And in a way, I think, as much as he wants to hold on to power and all that kind of stuff, when he does go, there's got to be a relief moment for him, because the shit that he's had, the amount of press backlash, and it was right from the start, wasn't it, when he got rid of the fucking winter fuel allowance?
Yeah.
Right away, he came in with some dodgy shit for Labour to come out with.
Yeah.
And he was getting bombarded by the press and social media and everything. So there's got to be like that little bit of a release where he's going to go off. I wish I was still Prime Minister, but thank fuck I'm not. You know what I mean? But I mean, I like Andy Burnham, and hopefully, he takes the Labour Party in a new direction. Jane was like reading out the restore policies yesterday. I think you have to read between the lines on a lot of it. Like, a lot of it is about immigration and stuff like that. But they've got stuff like bring back the death penalty and things like that on there. And, in certain cases, I don't disagree with that. I think our prisons are full, which means that, like, why is it that people aren't getting convicted as much these days? Because the prisons are full. You've got, like, rapists and pedos getting, How
about that recent one, that 4-year-old lad who was in Merseyside, wasn't he? And he was. Did you read about it? Did you hear about it? He was adopted. Sorry, he wasn't 4 years. He was young. Was he younger than that? Anyway, he was younger than that. He was less than 2, and he was adopted. He'd been in his adopted parents. It was a bloke with his partner. And the both of them have just, he got put down. He's got a full life tariff, so he's not coming out. So they killed the poor child, basically. And you know what? I don't know why nobody picked up on it, because in the 4 months that they had him, he'd been to hospital twice previously. The third time he went to hospital is when unfortunately he died. And like, his partner got 25 years. He should have got the fucking same, as far as I'm concerned. He was still, involved in it. He should have got exactly the same.
Like that guy in Derby who burnt his house down and killed all his fucking children. What's his name? I can't remember what his name was. But it was a big story, that was. People like that, why are we paying? I'd off them straight away, and I think the point about politics and manifestos and pledges that people make is like, when you're not in power, the only ones who can be held accountable, really, for policies that actually get made and put through are the government and the opposition. Any other party, it was like Nick Clegg when they got into coalition. they didn't expect to be in government at all. They didn't expect to win the election. They didn't expect to be in coalition with the Tories. So that it's like the policies, they'll put stuff on there that will turn you on. Like it's like a ladder to the moon stuff. Like Clegg's one was like, we'll get rid of student fees, and this, that, and the other. And then those fees went up to £9,000 a year. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I think you have to read between the lines. Actually read through the stuff that they're putting out. I can understand why a lot of people are liking and whatever reform and restore. Because like that death penalty one, I know loads of people who vote for that. I know loads of people who would like to see it. And as much as like I'm on the fence with it a little bit because you know mistakes have been made. People have,
yeah, and mistakes still to be made in the past, and they're still getting made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you don't think Lucy Leppy's guilty, do you? You know, I think she is. You know, she's a prime target, isn't she, for the death penalty?
I don't know. I'm honestly, I think I watched the documentaries and then spoke to you, and like from the documentaries, I was like, "There's not enough evidence here to have banged her up." But then I spoke to you off pod, and like you talked because obviously you're from that area, aren't you? So it was big news in that Chester West, is it?
Chester, yeah. It was.
So I spoke to you, and I kind of changed my mind a little bit. I changed my mind on it a little bit and thought, well, you know, from what you'd said, and do you really get sent down for that length of time without there not being enough evidence? You know what I mean? And you kind of said to me, look, that documentary was made probably by her support, and you know, it's probably very biased towards that fact. The bit that did me was when it said that the defence had got the prosecution had got expert witnesses in the stand and the defence had none. And then that doctor came and he kind of said, you know, there's no evidence that this happened, no evidence that this happened. But there's also no evidence proving it, but there's no evidence to disprove it either. So it's almost like, well...
All this stuff that went on in the background of all that, it never went on in court. You know, and what they're saying to disprove it, and it was, you know, they're coming out with another narrative after the act, basically. I mean, again, you know, none of us have sat through that whole court trial, which went on for months. You know,
no,
that the police investigation went on for years.
Yeah. It was donkey job.
It went on for like a good few years.
Yeah.
So
I think you're dead right. She'd be a prime. You know, I think give them 5 to 10 years in prison on death row to appeal. Fight the case. Give them a number of appeals, and then if it's still there, then get rid, because I just think that, and I think like Lucy Letby. Definitely, if she's done that, she shouldn't be alive. Beverly Allett, obviously some of them are dead, but the Yorkshire Ripper should have been put to death.
Yeah, that fucking monster has just been put away now. In fact, the two of them. You know, even his partner, the Fazak, I think his partner's name was, but the pair of them, he should be on a life tariff as well. You know, I don't see how he's got away with just 25 years.
I think there's definitely
some cunts.
There's definitely going to be like some kind of addendum to the rules. Like, I don't think it should be, if you're convicted of this, you're definitely going to get. It should be down to the judge and whatnot to sentence correctly. But I just think my dad said it years ago. I remember me and my dad having a chat, and I was only a kid, and I think we'd obviously done something about the death penalty at school, and I was chatting to my dad and saying, what do you think about the death penalty? And my dad was like, yeah, we should have a death penalty. It's a deterrent, if nothing else. If you're going to do something that's that heinous that you could be put to death, you're going to think twice about it. And I turned round to him and said, well, what if I got done for something and I'd not done it and they put me to death? And I was only a kid at the time. And he said, well, I'd be very sad, but it's probably stopped a lot of other people getting murdered. And it's like, like, and I get that logic. I do. It's like if you know, why don't we all go out and commit crime? You know, it's because we know that there's consequence, and a lot of criminals don't care about going to prison. I mean, I've worked in ex-offending units when I was in housing, and a lot of them, so I remember one guy turning around. Well, a few people have said it to me that they were going to go out and do something so that they were in prison for Christmas.
Yeah, but it's not only that, it's like all these solicitors who go out fucking grooming kids.
Yeah,
They do. They go out grooming for their business, and there's no other way to fucking describe it, but that's what it is. They'll go out, they'll say, oh, use me, I'll buy a packet of ciggies or whatever, because they want the business. It's fucking,
yeah,
and it goes on. They all know it goes on. It's
yeah,
fucking disgraceful. The whole legal system needs a good shake-up.
yeah. But if you read that Restore manifesto, or whatever I think it is probably the full official manifesto that Jane was quoting, the first bit is all about immigration, but it doesn't say anything that I think most people would agree with the stuff they're saying. It's like, send illegal immigrants back to the country, deport them, illegal immigrants, and it's basically about upskilling people into the NHS, or upskilling British people to train and stuff, which we've mentioned on the pod before, so that we're not reliant on, foreign nationals in the NHS and stuff, which, I don't think that's a particularly bad thing to say. And they're kind of saying that any migrants that are in the country that are claiming benefits and they're not putting into the British pot, then they shouldn't be here. And I think if you read it, it's going to appeal to a lot of people, working class particularly, but some middle class. And I think that you just have to read between the lines, because I'm pretty sure that Hitler didn't come out with "let's kill the Jews."
Oh, no, not at all.
I'm not saying that they are that, but I'm saying that there's a lot of little nuggets in there. I mean, for me, they go on about ending.
Yeah, I think you could try and sort of mirror that now with what's going on in America. It's also like backfiring there at the moment, isn't it? With what Trump's trying to do, it's backfiring. There's a load of pushback on that at the moment. I mean, the big question is: should we be global citizens?
Yeah, you sent this to me last night, didn't you? And I was like, I'm not sure. I don't know what you mean. What, should we just be able to go anywhere we want, live anywhere we want, do what we want? I remember chatting to my mate Jono Cundy in the Keys years ago, and at the time I was kind of like, we were chatting, we were debating about immigration and stuff like that, and the Enoch Powell thing years ago and the Windrush generation and all that kind of stuff. And he just I think this sentence made a lot of sense. And he basically just turned around and said, who in the first place gave anyone permission to say, this is my land?
Yeah.
It's just land, innit, at the end of the day. Who gave anyone permission to say, this is my land, this is our land, you're not coming here? Why shouldn't people be able to go and visit different countries, whether or not that's full migration? But there's a lot of, like you mentioned with visas and stuff, like there's a lot of there's a lot of security and a lot of red tape that you have to go through. Like if you want to go somewhere like Australia, you've got to get visas and stuff. I need to stay there and whatnot. But I don't know. I would probably
think like going on to like global citizenship. There'd have to be like one. Everything would have to come into line, wouldn't it? There'd have to be one currency. There'd have to be, it just wouldn't work, would it? It just wouldn't work.
No, I don't think it. I don't think
that's sort of like a utopian vision, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like if you listen to I left the Labour Party when Jeremy Corbyn got elected as the leader. Just because I didn't think he was right for the country, or I just didn't think he could lead the country. But his ideology is fantastic. Do you know what I mean? And there's a lot of people out there that say he was an IRA sympathiser and stuff like that. But I don't know about that. I'm not genned up enough on that. But what I would say is that everybody, every politician, Margaret Thatcher met with the IRA and collaborated and stuff. But like a lot of his ideology is very socialism. It's very good ideology. But whether or not you can pull that off in the world we're in at this moment in time, I don't think so. I think it just leaves vulnerability too rife. I think. But I think what you're saying about globalized citizenship, it's a great, nice, like you say, utopian idea. Everyone lives happily together, holds hands, and picks flowers, but it's just not a world we live in, is it? This war.
No, unfortunately. I mean, I don't think it's just not like the monetary thing. I suppose it's like health aspects as well, isn't it? And shifting things around the world. And I mean, in Australia, I mean, first time we went to Australia. Well, sorry, not the first time. The first time I went with my wife. She had one of those like straw bags, like a straw bag, and they come over to us because what they do when you get off the plane, and you've got to fill in a thing on a disclaimer that you haven't got any plants or anything like that, and stuff like that. So we got off the plane and they line you all up, and then they throw a sniffer dog up and down you, and then they come over to my wife and they say, can we see your visa? You said there you got no plants. No plants on you, no plant stuff not made from plants. You've got a straw bag on there.
What the fuck?
It was a false declaration. Honestly.
They'd have had a breaking rock.
Do you? You know what I mean? It's like, fucking hell, we got a straw bag, crime of the century. But they checked it out and they let it go through. But it was like, fucking hell. It's like...
Hey, that's mad, isn't it?
We're not one of these Chinese blokes with fucking half a dozen fish in the fucking bag. And some fucking snakes.
Yeah. Mad, isn't it? But if you look at, like, the way that the Aussies are and the way that they deal with immigration and stuff, I mean, I've been saying for years that maybe Britain needs something like that, where it's a points. You've got to hit the points to go.
You look at the size of Australia; it's fucking huge, and they've got really strict migration laws, and the UK hasn't, and it's tiny compared to Australia.
Doesn't the whole of the UK fit into one state in Australia?
I think it goes in. Is it 25 or 52 times the UK fits into Australia? Here's one for you, talking about fitting little things into big holes. I was having a conversation with my son on the way to school this morning, and we were talking about I knew your mind would go down that route. We were talking about. He's asking me how many times can the Earth go into the sun, and I just come up with this random number. I said 127 times. You go, no, it's not. It's 100 times. I said, how do you know that? And he said, because somebody told me the other day. I said, go on, let's check it out. 1.3 million times.
Yeah, we are.
The Earth can go into the sun 1.3 million times.
We're just a pleb, aren't we?
We're like a fleck of dust.
Yeah, we're nothing. It's mad. It is mad.
Yeah, Australia, great country. I love it. I'd love to move out there. If I can move out there, I'd go the drop of a hat. But it's just also like parents and stuff have held us back over the last few years, and don't know if I'd want to leave me dad. And now we're getting old. We got no chance of getting a visa. So I need the pod. We need to become millionaires off the pod. As well as getting me turkey teeth, me hair sorted, I need to be a millionaire so I can go and retire and just do the pod out in Australia.
Yeah. I mean,
in the middle of the night to do this.
I mean, you'd have to fly back for the Chester specials and stuff.
Yeah. The Weatherspoons.
Yeah. Weatherspoons eating challenge. Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, but the world is crazy at the moment, mate, and it's absolutely ridiculous. So, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, what's going on in Iran? He's just made himself out to be a right fucking knobhead, hasn't he, with what's going on with Iran. So he come out of an agreement that Obama took years to fucking negotiate, and he just come out of it at the drop of a hat, and then decided to fucking attack them with Israel.
Yeah.
Fucking Israel are now probably one of the most hated countries in the world,
Yeah.
aren't they? Trump's fucking he's fucking going mad because he's just opened the Strait of Hormuz. It's just a great victory and all that. It was fucking open at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
It only closed when you started fucking attacking it. He's not there. He's obviously fucking lost the plot. And I
Man.
can't believe all these yes people are just fucking bowing to him and saying, yeah, let's do this, let's do that. Yes, yes, Mr. Trump or Mr. President, whatever they're fucking calling him. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Watching Mock the Week the other night. They've got the summer specials on, and an old mate of mine, Scott Bennett, was on it. He's doing great. He's a fucking brilliant comedian, and Scott was on it. And they do this is the answer. What's the question? I think it's the first round, and the answer was 60 years, and it was World Cup. Last time England won the World Cup.
Yeah.
But I can't remember which comedian it was turned around and said, "Is that the minimum age a president has to be in the United States?" And he's like, "Fucking hell, I think he's higher than that."
Yeah, because he's just turned 80, hasn't he? I mean, everybody was going crazy. Remember when who was it?
Biden.
Reagan, he was 73.
Yeah, they don't care, do they? In America, it's just like, yeah, crap, you've earned it, mate. It's like Biden was dead old, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy. Bring Obama back, in my
The
opinion.
world is crazy, isn't it? I mean, I saw something about some psychics said that with the World Cup going on in America, there's going to be, I think over the next couple of days, there's going to be an alien attack and loads of people are going to get abducted in America. Which, you know what? It's fucking on my bingo card for this year, I've got to say.
Maybe they're going to come and land and take all the Scottish
The other pissheads.
drinking Boston Dry. We're going to take you up there because you're going to teach us how to fucking drink. We've got this super strength whiskey on fucking Planet Zog. You're going to show us how to drink it. Was that Superman Planet Zog, wasn't it? With the three.
It was. That was Kryptonite. That was Krypton.
Krypton, yeah. Or was it? It might have been General Zog was the leader of those three.
I think Zog was Zig and Zag. Come from Zog, didn't he? Remember Zig and Zag?
Zag, yeah. Jesus, was that the big breakfast they were on?
Yeah, that was the Irish puppets. They were brilliant, weren't they?
Yeah, I loved the big breakfast for one reason.
We talked about that last week, weren't we, with Scott?
Denise Van Outen, mate. Wow.
Yeah. Denise Van Outen. And Paulie Yates.
Paula Yates. She's dead, isn't she?
Yeah. Well, she grew up in a little village at the back of my cousins in Conway called Rowan.
Ah, I didn't know that. She was married to Geldof, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Was she also with Michael Hutchins?
Yeah, well, she met him, didn't she, on the Big Breakfast? She used to do the interviews from the bed,
Yeah.
didn't she? And she interviewed them, and then that's where their sort of like romance first blossomed.
He dumped Kylie, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's mad, isn't it? To have the bollocks that you're going to get someone better than Kylie. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that's when he met Paulie Yates. I don't know what the timeline was, but I think that was a very destructive kind of thing, weren't it? I mean, Hutchins was. I think Kylie kind of alluded to it on that documentary that she'd been into drugs and stuff with Michael Hutchins, and she's like the clean cut girl, isn't she? The clean cut Australian girl.
Yeah, I read a thing about. I think it was when he was with Paul Yates. He was getting hounded in some bar or something, or they were out, and I think it was the press were around it, and he fell over and cracked his head, and then from then on, his whole fucking personality changed. He reckons that something actually happened to him at that point.
He died, didn't he? Was it asphyxiation? It was like autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah. Well, or was it suicide?
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? There's loads of like fucking rock stars and stuff like that that die too young, isn't they?
Yeah.
Like Jim Morrison, for example.
Yeah.
Amy Winehouse. I thought that was fucking tragedy. That I loved Amy Winehouse.
How about Elvis? Apparently he had a heart attack, didn't he, on the bug?
He was 42, wasn't he? Yeah. So we've outlived Elvis, mate. Oh.
And Michael Jackson, go on. It comes in at every pod, doesn't it? Oh.
Yeah, every pod, mate, every pod. I was surprised when I did my Irish earlier before the pod you didn't give me the Michael Jackson.
I thought I'd only save it for the camera.
Yeah. Do you remember Bob Mills?
Bob Mills?
Yeah.
In what context?
I think he was in. He's a comedian. He was. I think it was Win, Lose or Draw he was on. You'll know him. I met him the other week. It was great. He closed the Comedian of the Year final, which I wasn't in. But
yes. He used to do. He used to do. What was that improvisation one? He used to do that quite a bit, didn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah. I know who it is. Yeah.
Really nice guy, mate. Really nice guy. He was saying, like, he came over, had a chat with him, and he was going on about the 6 comedians that were in the final. Obviously, he started back in the 70s, 80s doing comedy. And he said that every single
post on Facebook, and I'm thinking, who the fuck's this he going on about?
Yeah, that's Bob Mills. Yeah, every one of those guys and girls that were on the stage on that final would have been headline acts back in the day. Like without a doubt, he said there was like 400 clubs and 100 acts on the circuit, and so they would have had to have booked them. It's like he said, it's crazy how. He said we didn't even have to be good. We were shit. He said lots of us were shit, but you were getting booked because there was like fucking 4 clubs to every comedian. All needed 4 acts. So it's mad.
What did he say about your set?
Well, I wasn't on, was I? Because I didn't get to the final, mate.
Oh, yeah. The controversial.
I personally think I should have been in the final, but it wasn't to be. But the guy who won it was a good mate of mine, Dan. I'm going to try and get him on the pod. Good pal of mine, do a lot of car sharing with him because he doesn't drive. And he won it, and he was in my round of the semi-final. So at least I went out to the winner. You know what I mean?
No. I've got to say though, Chris, did you take that opportunity when you were speaking to Bob Mills? Because he must have fucking hundreds of thousands of followers on Facebook.
Well, he came and spoke to me. I have an issue with this, mate. I feel that he was being bombarded by everybody. Everybody wanted to talk to him.
Yeah,
so
I'm
when
a bit like that with anybody who's like, I'm a little bit like that. But you know what? Just for my agony, you should have got him to whip out his mobile, fucking go onto our page, hit those little 3 white dots, and go to invite all.
Yeah.
Make sure that little check box that all your friends are invited and send it off. I'd have fucking been out of this shit now. You never think of me. Never.
I reckon I've got more followers than him, though. I'm going to have a look. Because he's old school, mate. He's not newfangled, is he? He's old school.
Yeah.
Where is it?
He's put up beef, hasn't he?
I don't know if he's going to tell me how many. He's got 158 friends on Facebook.
Oh, right, okay. I'll let you off then. I thought he'd have had hundreds of thousands.
He might have on other platforms, I don't know.
No, it's Facebook, mate. It's Facebook that we need to be. I wonder if Caitlin's got back to us. Let me just have a quick check.
No, she hasn't. I've just checked. Well, she'll go back to me anyway. So yeah,
So
yeah.
just to keep you updated, we're on 866 followers, 134 I need in the next 5 weeks. What's that? What's 134 divided by 5? That's like 20, 26, 26.
What's the number?
We need 26 followers a week for the next 5 weeks.
135, did you say?
134.
Divided by 5.
Yeah.
26.8.
26.8.
A week.
26.8 followers a week for the next 5 weeks. Otherwise, this could take me over me fucking limit on me case.
He could have a podder that dies much younger than he should have done because he's so depressed he's wearing an Everton shirt.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it, mate? Yeah, we're doing all right, though, I think. I think the format that we're doing at the moment, it's upset a few people because they like listening to us daily, but getting more views on the 2 pods that we're doing a week than we were on the one. So, and I think because I've stopped putting shorts out so much on YouTube as well, that's kind of helps. Hopefully, we'll get some followers through that. Yeah, I did a gig. I was going to talk about this the other day because it was dead funny. I don't know if I've spoken about it though. Have I talked to you about the gig I did with Rob Mulholland?
No.
So Rob's brilliant, absolutely class act, mate, on and off stage, brilliant, lovely bloke. And he's part of the Dead Men Talking podcast. It's totally unfiltered. They don't, they talk about absolutely everything. It's,
you said you were going to go on with him,
yeah. I've gigged with him. I'd love to go on the pod, but I don't think I'll get invited on there, mate. They get some proper guests on there. But the funny bit about the gig was it was a great gig. I put pictures on. It was sold out. It was brilliant. In Hull, but there was this woman, and like you heckling's fine, right? I mean, the compere normally will say don't heckle the acts while they're on because they've got pre-planned sets and it might derail. And if they talk to you, talk to them. But there's hecklers who you can kind of shut up and they're fine. You can give them a bit of a put down and they'll shut the fuck up. This woman was not that type. She wasn't a heckler. She just didn't understand the rules of. I think she didn't understand the rules of humanity. To be honest with you, she was talking through the MC the bit before I went on. So like there was an opener and then a break, and then this woman started fucking giving it some, and it was just mad. And Rob was like, I hope they throw her out before I go on. And they did. They threw her out. She got kicked out. But I think the funniest thing was, like she was kicking off and she was effing and jeffing. She was calling the guy who kicked her out a cunt and all that kind of stuff. And I was stood like in the gig, but I was like right next to where it was all kicking off. And she said to Jed, who's the MC, who's a lovely lad, she said, you need to go on a fucking diet. And this, that, and the other. But the funniest thing she said, she turned around to this guy who got shorts on, and she turned around, and you've got shorts on that don't even fit. And I thought, what the fuck? You just called him a cunt, and then you go downhill with the insults. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Rob got about 4 or 5 minutes on the top of his set just talking about her. I think she was probably 3 bottles of wine in. And women are always worse than men when it comes to the heckling, mate. Heckling's fine. It's like if you came on and goes, oh, you're a fat cunt, sort that out, no problem, move on. But this one just wanted to be part of the show, mate. It was like she was shouting stuff. Yeah. I do a swinging gag, right? I do a swing. And I always say, are there any swingers in? Right, and now and then you get somebody shouting yes, but generally it goes to silence. I went, are there any swingers in, right? This woman had gone for a piss. She was in the toilet, right? No one else said a fucking word, and she just shouted from the toilet, I'm a swinger! She was probably having a shit or wiping a pussy or whatever. She just wanted to be part of it, but yeah, I'll be honest. Rob said when I came off, I'm like, I didn't hear it. I was on stage. The laughter was quite good, so the front of the audience were great. And he said, yeah, but I think he said it's probably took about 30-40% of your laughs away, because she was talking through your set at the back, and the back of the audience were distracted by her. So it's mad. It's like, I know people go to comedy gigs and they if you've been before, like if you've been to proper clubs, you know the score. You kind of know that, yeah, if a comedian talks to you, talk to him. You know, a little heckle here and there isn't going to be like massively frowned upon. But if you continually distract the rest of the audience, you're going to get booted out. But yeah, her I don't think she'd have been very good as a heckle put downer, based on the fact that all she could say to this huge guy who kicked her out was, "Your shorts don't even fucking fit you." I thought it was brilliant. I thought, well, how long have you been thinking that one up, darling? Because fuck me, it was rubbish. Yeah, that was a good gig. And then I think the week before that, I don't know if we've talked about mine and Jack's show at the Derby Ram Comedy Festival. So they did quite a few gigs in a burst.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you've spoken about the
Have I spoken about my show?
I don't know. You said you were going. Go on. What is it?
Yeah, it was basically, we just did a double header. So it was me and Jack King.
Right. Okay. No,
it was great. I ended up doing about 37 minutes, which we were supposed to do half an hour each. Yeah, we were supposed to do half an hour each, but Jack did about 25, and I just went for it. I just fucking thought, well, I'm going to fill my boots here, because I'm hoping to kind of get to an hour by November and do an hour show, or 50 minutes at least, at the Nottingham Comedy Festival. So that was really good, mate. I got some good. It was a weird room. They weren't like laughers, but they were all right. It was we sold like 3 tickets. And we thought, this is going to be fucking rubbish. So I invited a couple of my mates. They came along, and a few, and then for some reason it just filled up, and it was pretty much full. The room was, so it was dead good. But I don't know. It's like weird, because there's two kind of sides of the comedy world. You can, like, if you just do like club gigs and stuff, then you do 20 minutes. You know, when you get to that, I'm not at that level yet. I've done a few, but I'm not getting regular stuff. But then there's also like there's a lot of comedians that like just purely focus on Edinburgh and do an hour show, their own show, do it 30 times when they're up there, or whatever it is, 20 odd times, and then go and get other spots while they're up there. But I don't know whether I think I've decided that I am going to try and do an hour show, but I want it to be completely different to my normal set, so I can put it out on the internet and stuff, so people can see it. But so that might take me a bit longer than November, but yeah. But that was great.
That'll be good, and you got something to work towards as well.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And it's just I love it. It's just so enjoyable, mate. And 37 minutes went so quick. When normally, well, I've over the last few months, I've done competition sets which have been 7 minutes, 10-minute spots, 15-minute spots, 20-minute spots. I've done 25. Up to that point, I'd done 33 minutes. That was the most I'd ever done on stage. So this was the most I'd done, apart from when I've MC'd, because you're on stage quite a bit when you MC. But yeah, so I was quite proud of that. And I videoed it, so it's like with the set that I normally do when I gig, it's like more punchy.
Yeah.
Where I kind of turned it into, there was a bit of a story running through the whole of the set, rather than it just being joke kind of thing. So it's just like I looped everything in, and that's what you have to do to kind of get that there. But yeah, I was dead proud of that. It was good, really good fun. Yeah. What you got planned for the weekend?
I'm busy. Party tonight. Need to get back by 11, don't I? Get me fucking drying on.
Did we talk about that before the pod, or did we talk about that on pod?
On pod, we talked about the DDF thing on pod, yeah. So, yeah, and then I'm just, award ceremonies, football tomorrow, Father's Day on Sunday. Need to get off to the hospital. On that point, I'll have to shoot off soon, because I need to go and see Papa.
Yeah, we'll end now, mate. Obviously, we were kind of planned for a guest episode, so this was a bit impromptu, which it usually is anyway. You know, I've just got,
no, but it's been great as always, hasn't it?
yeah, it's been good, man. It's been good. So yeah, we'll love you and leave you guys. So please get him out of that fucking Everton shirt.
Yes,
Go
I
on,
need to get out of it.
go on to. If you do it, he'll take it off and show you his abs, because he's been telling me about all the push-ups and sit-ups he's been doing.
There you go, there's my abs. You can all see them.
No one can see that, mate.
Look at my abs. They're still boxed.
So yeah, follow us on Facebook. Get Charlie out of that shit. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok, Threads, whatever you want to go on to, and where you normally hang out online. Obviously, go to our YouTube channel and like and subscribe, like the episodes and stuff. There's loads of episodes on there. This is episode number 86.
Wow.
Done that in 6 months, you know, and there are a few others that we did which were just open to Patreon members. We've still got the Patreon. You can sign up on there. We had a member join the other day on the free membership. So you can go on there. All the pods are on there as well. If you want to watch the ones that are exclusive to Patreon only, we've not filmed any new ones for a while, but there are some on there. You can go on, sign up for the month, £3. I think it is two or £3. I can't remember. I think it's £2. And you can watch the ones that we did earlier, Patreon exclusive with Joe as well. And yeah, view everything. Follow me on Facebook as well, please, Chris Richmond, and on TikTok and Instagram, it's at Chris Rich Comedian. Anything else, Charlie?
No, that's it, mate.
Excellent. Well, I think that's been quite a lively debate there. We've done World Cup, we've done the death penalty. We've talked about the death penalty on the pod, man. So yeah, all good. Let's see if that happens one day.
That's been an impromptu one today, hasn't it? Waiting for Kate.
Yeah, it's been good, man. It's been good. Right, we've got 3 pods next week. We're doing
3.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week.
Thursday, Friday next week. We've got some guests on, haven't we? We've got to be a pod on Wednesday and a guest.
3 guests.
We've got 3 guests next week, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll turn up. Caitlin.
Yeah. Get you booked. I hope everything's all right and nothing's gone wrong, and we'll get you booked back in if you want to come on. And that's us for today. Charlie's going to go and see his papa in hospital, give him my love, and give him all of our listeners and viewers love. And we'll see you next time. Love you all.
See you guys.